Well, in St. Catharines, Liberal incumbent Chris Biddle won with 51.9% of the vote, beating Conservative candidate Baz Slimers, who had 40.6% of the vote. It was a good showing for the first-time candidate, but like his provincial counterpart, he took some heat for not taking part in any debates. What do you think about that? Do you think that hurt him, Ashley?
Absolutely. I think the electorate are tired of these people that are dodging the debates. This one in particular, because there was so much controversy about pro-choice or pro-life, and this particular candidate was pro-life. And so some of the statements and some of the issues and events that he'd gone to or promoted when called out, he did not want to speak to any of our local press. There was a case where Polyev came down for a rally, and the candidate dodged all the reporters and got into a car and swiftly drove away. Whereas Chris, everyone knows him. He's an incumbent. He really is an advocate for the area, and he's gotten so many different federal grants and funding. And so I think that really showed with those votes in that area. And it was different way they drew the lines too within that riding, and he was able to really tap into those new sections.
Well, it's really interesting to me because in my other line of work in public relations, I watched that play out, and it is, I was shocked that the team took that side of it, because to say don't say anything at all is better than saying something. Well, in politics, you need to have a voice, and you need to share that voice along with your constituents. So it was something, and it was something that did get a lot of attention.
Right, and I believe he's new to the area as well. So the fact that you're not going to speak about any of your party's platform at all, the fact that you're not even, I don't even think that most people said they saw him door knocking. He wasn't even canvassing. So I don't understand how you can kind of put yourself out there to be a candidate if you're not going to try to represent the party and with the debates. And again, I think that's exactly why you're seeing someone like Dean or Tony that was an incumbent. They did their debates. They spoke. They came here on, the show. And that says a lot, and it shows within the polling. And you see something like this where he didn't come on any of the debates. He didn't speak to any of the local radio stations, newspapers. And so they sent a strong message by re-electing Chris.
They did. That said, though, 40.6%. There was still a vote, which shows that there is a very large group of people in that riding who wanted conservative. They wanted a change. Right,
and I feel like that's that flip side where Chris is going to have to show that he can be there for all the voices. So maybe, someone didn't vote for him, but that he's going to represent their interests the best of his ability, and that's going to be shown within time.
Well, Jennifer Wittig caught up with MP Biddle last night and brings you this report.
The federal election is complete, and the results are in. Chris Biddle has once again been re-elected as MP for St. Catharines. I had the chance to congratulate him and talk about his plans for the future.
It's unbelievable. It's a truly humbling experience to be trusted by the residents of St. Catharines for 4 separate elections, and looking forward to getting back to work and fighting for them.
You worked hard. You were out there. What were you hearing from St. Catharines residents?
Almost universally, it was fear of what's going on down south, and it's understandable. Our very sovereignty is under threat as Canadians. I never thought I'd hear a Canadian Prime Minister say that we can't trust our American allies. And so as we're all heading into choppy waters as a country together, Canadians looked to who they could trust and who they could best trust to lead them through the crisis. And Mark Carney was that choice. And it will really be exciting to get up to Ottawa and get to work with Prime Minister Carney to keep it up and to get us through and to build the economy and to build Canada strong.
You had a lot of volunteers out helping you along the way. What do you want to say to them?
It's been unbelievable. We've seen so many first-time volunteers. In my 4 campaigns, I've never seen this many volunteers come out to knock on doors and make phone calls. It's not glamorous work, but it's always unbelievable for a candidate to have people show up and because they believe in a cause, they believe in something fundamentally important. And so it's just immense gratitude. And now the desire to not let them down because they fought so hard for something they believe in, that I take that energy and bring it to Ottawa to ensure that I fight for them.
You talked about in your speech the number of people that voted Liberal and said that it couldn't be done. What does that tell you?
It tells me about the leadership of Mark Carney, how he's instilled confidence in Canadians, and they're ready to put their trust in him, or they have put their trust in him, given the results of the election, and they want to see him go toe-to-toe with Donald Trump and to build our economy and to fight for them.
You are passionate about the city of St. Catharines. What is it about the city you love so much?
It's a great place to live. It's a great place to grow. I've been born and raised in Niagara my entire life. I can't imagine living anywhere else. It's a wonderful place to call home and raise my kids. And again, to be able to represent a community like this in the federal parliament is amazing.
Congratulations to Chris Biddle and the other elected Niagara MPs. In St. Catharines, reporting for The Source, I'm Jennifer Witek.